Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'll tell you how you can apply for this joint CSIR UGC NET examination. So click on this new registration button, then this page will be open. So please read each and every information carefully and apply with a positive mindset in order to clear the CSIR examination this time. So please read all the instructions. So you need to cross three important stages: registration form, you need to fill application form, at last you need to pay the fees. Okay, so after reading that you need to tick on this particular thing and you need to click here to proceed button. The next page will be open, which is a first step, that is you need to register. So first fill the personal details correctly. Like candidate name is very important, so always have a proof of ID which you are going to take during the time of examination. So always type the name as given in the proof of ID or ID card. Okay, next type your father's name correctly and your mother's name correctly, followed by entering the date of birth correctly. Okay, next fill up your gender and your identity, the identity type, that is proof of identity. So the identity includes either you can submit your PAN card or your bank passport, everything. So if you are applying, if you are showing your identity type as PAN card, you need to enter your PAN number, friends. Okay. So after filling the personal details, you need to fill up the present address. So premise number means it might be your door number or flat number. Next, with respect to locality, either you are residing in rural or urban area. Next, country, ultimately it's India only the option. Next, state and district you should select, and also you should enter your PIN code. After entering all those basic details, you need to enter the email address correctly. So this email address you should be active in that email address, because all information will be sent to this email address only, friends. So make sure of giving a correct email address which should be active. So after typing the email address, you need to re-enter the email address correctly in order to confirm the email address, friends. So in the email address also you need to verify your email address and they will be sending you the OTP for email address. Next is entering the mobile number. So you can give either your mobile number or your parents' mobile number, friends. So give a correct mobile number. Again, they will be sending you each and every message through this particular mobile number only. So after you have successfully registered for the register, will be sending you a important message saying that you had registered, and they also allot your application number, and you need to confirm your mobile number also. If you want, you additional contact number if possible. Okay, so after giving this present address, then they will be asking the permanent address. So you simply click same as present address if you are coming under that particular thing. If not, type the permanent address. Next, enter the password correctly. So password should be 8 to 13 characters long. It should have a small letter, large alphabetical letter, a number, as well as special character. You need to confirm the password and you need to type the security question. Okay, the next thing is that you should give where you can simply give submit and send OTP. They will be sending OTP to your mobile number, or else you can simply give edit registration form. If any of the detail that was entered by you is wrong, you can correct them at this particular stage. Okay. So below you can simply give edit registration form and you can do what are the edit you need to do. Okay, so or else you can simply give submit and send OTP button. Okay, so after editing them, so simply click the edit button. You can do all those changes, friends. At last you need to select the password correctly, and also the security questions will be same, friends. After giving them, you can simply click the submit button, then you will be taken to a next page. Okay, and then put a tick mark of all the checklists. At last sign up the please read the declaration carefully and click on I agree button and click submit and send OTP button. So after clicking this particular OTP, the mobile number will be in that mobile number they will be sending you the OTP. Type the OTP or else give resend OTP. They will be sending you the OTP immediately to the registered mode number, and then give click submit registration form. Okay, after clicking that, then this particular page will be open, which consists of your name, your application number. So current status is that you have completed only registration form, still application form is incomplete and fee payment is also incomplete. So here you can able to get the application number. Okay, so you need to complete the application form. Okay, so these are the list of things. So currently you had given contact details only, still there are few more steps, 7 steps you need to complete. Okay, so first thing is that you should click on this personal details button. Personal details, after you click, no need to enter the name and all, friends. You need to simply say yes or no for the questions that has been asked. So they'll ask you whether you are single child. If yes means yes, no means no. Next they'll be asking you whether if you are a PhD candidate, or sorry, if you are a person with disability candidate, you can type type yours. Okay, next they'll be asking you whether you are diabetic or not. Next important thing is with regard to annual family income. What is their annual family income? Because if your family income is crossing above 6 lakh means you will be coming under the OBC creamy layer. If it is below 6 lakh means you will be coming under OBC non-creamy layer. Maybe I'll explain you in the next video. So after typing all those things, so after typing this annual income everything, then they will be asking you whether you have a Aadhaar number. Yes means yes, no means no. And after clicking that, like this, 3 options will be coming. Either if you want to willing to submit the Aadhaar card, you can click first option, or else if the Aadhaar card address and the address which you given for application is not same, you can click the second option. Or else if you are not willing to apply give Aadhaar card means you can simply select third option. It's not going to affect in your application form anyway. Next, click on the declaration and always enter security pin. So after passing through each stages in application form, they will be asking you to enter a security pin correctly, friends. Okay, the next thing is that the basic exam and center details. So first thing, applied for whether of a JRF or LS. Next, the subject opted for NEET. Next, the specialization. So if you are life sciences, what is your MSc degree? Whether you completed MSc degree in botany, zoology or biotechnology, like that you can do. And medium of question paper, English or Tamil. Sorry, English or Hindi. Next, they are asking you to select 4 choice of examination city. So first you need to select the state and next the city. Okay, so next thing they'll be asking you the father occupation, mother's occupation, qualification, everything, and they'll be asking whether you took admission in any PhD course. Yes means yes, no means no. Yes means they'll be asking you which university or which institution. Next, they'll be asking you whether you have completed the master's degree. Yes means yes, or no means no. If yes means they will be asking you whether you had completed the master's degree or in your result awaited category. If you are a first year master's degree students, then you can click on this result awaited category. You are eligible to apply for the exam under result awaited category. After entering the all details, then click on the security pin option and finally give save and next. Please give save and next option. The next important thing, they will be asking you the education details. Like you need to fill up the graduate qualification detail and postgraduate qualification detail. They will be asking in which year you passed the examination, what is the course, where you studied, like that. They will be asking the university name. If you are studying under autonomous university, you should know your autonomous institution is affiliated in which university, like that. Next, they will be asking result mode, whether it is percentage or CGPA, and they'll be asking you what is your CGPA, and at last they'll be asking you the date of admission, and then they'll be asking you your institute name as well as institute address. The next thing, they'll be asking you the institute pin code. After entering all the detail for graduate, then you need to fill up the postgraduate qualification. If you done your postgraduate in some other colleges, then you need to fill up that particular college name and the institution. If it is same, then please type the same information that you had typed above. If you don't know date of admission, don't worry, you can either contact the college board or you can look through the document that has been given from your colleges. Okay, so after that you need to enter the security pin and click on save next. Next, they will be asking whether you are a doctorate student. Yes means yes, no means no. And if yes means, they'll be asking you a specialization. Next, they'll be asking you minority status. If you belong to minority status, they'll be asking you which minority community you belong to, and they'll be asking you whether your parent income does not exceed 6 lakhs. If it is not means you can click yes. If it is crossing 6 lakh means you need to give no. Next, you need to enter the security pin correctly and you need to click. And this is an important stage where you need to upload photograph, signature and category. Photograph and signature you need to upload in JPEG format. Category should be uploaded in PDF format. So always have a separate folder saying the CSIR June 2022 examination. In that folder, just fill all the document and check whether it is following the size. They had given a separate maximum size and minimum size, so check whether it is having a following size or not, or else you need to compress the folder. Okay, so this is what the thing. So you can simply upload them by clicking the choose file option, and you can simply upload the file. If it is crossing the size means you can simply cross them, you can simply compress them, friends. That's not a big deal. There are various online softwares are available at a free of cost. Okay, so have 3 important document ready. Okay, so click on the choose file button, then in that particular folder it will be automatically taking that particular thing. So after uploading them, then there is an option for editing the image. If you want, you can do, or else you can simply click upload as original. So then you will be getting a message like the image or file that you had uploaded has been successfully updated in the software update, like that you will be getting. And in the view option, you can also there is an option of seeing the uploaded document. So please recheck once again whether the photograph is clear or signature is clear, as well as the community certificate or category certificate which you had uploaded is validity or not. Okay, so simply you can do all those things, friends. Okay, the next important thing is after uploading the document, you need to go for checking the last last part of the application, friends. So this is what you need to upload photograph, sign, and you need to enter the security pin, and you need to give save and next. So this is the last stage. The next stage is final submit and fees payment. So there's a review page that will be open. So simply you can review all the details that have been the 8 important things. The personal details you can check. You can also check your address, the post which you are going to apply, your graduate exam detail, postgraduate qualification detail, and it also include your photograph, your sign, and the basic detail like whether you everything which you enter is coming under a single page. You can either have this as a printed copy or PDF copy for your future references. So this is a wholesome. If it is correct means, then you can simply put a tick mark of all those things and finally read the declaration form and click on I agree button, and you can click the final submit button. Okay, so this is the last stage. After the the next step is that you need to verify your email address. So you need to enter your registered email ID, and then you need to enter your security pin, and there is a possibility of changing the email address. Just type the email address which you enter first, and they'll be sending you the OTP, and then you can able to change your email address. Okay, so please click on this option if there is a need of changing email address, or else you can simply type your own email address itself, friends. So after typing the email address, you need to enter the security pin and then click on the submit button, and they'll be sending you the OTP for your registered email address, and then click on the verify button, and you will be getting your email ID is verified successfully. Then you had completed all the process. The last step is fee payment. After the fee payment, then you have successfully applied for the CSIR examination. So all the best, friends. Thank you for watching this video.